Good morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lynn, and I hope that you had a wonderful spring break. Today is Wednesday, April 20th, 2022, and it is a day 3. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in this mindful minute. The mindful minute is not just the breathing part, it's also the noticing of this present moment. Now, I happen to be seated right here out of state. I'm actually down in Raleigh, North Carolina in this video. And it's warmer here. It's farther to the south, so I expected it to be warmer. And I'm really looking forward to noticing this moment, where I am. So let's start with our eyes for a moment. Wherever you are, just scan your environment and just find something that catches your eyes, something you're grateful for, and just study it. Look at that item, look at what its purpose is as you look at it. Look at the colors and the shapes and the textures. Is it where it should be? Is it intact? Is it broken even? Right? You can notice so much with your eyes. And then with your ears, just pause and listen. I feel like down here in North Carolina is a little bit farther along in spring. There are definitely more birds. I don't know if you can hear them. The wind, even the HVAC system for the house, I could hear that too. Air conditioning kicking in. What are you noticing? What sounds are there that you are now noticing that you didn't notice before? And then let's continue on with our nose. Just breathe in and out. What do you notice with your sense of smell? And what does it remind you of? And finally, slow down with your skin and notice what you feel with your sense of touch. Whether it's the softness of your t-shirt, whether it's the wind brushing against your skin, whether it's the humidity or the dryness or the wetness of the air. What are you noticing? All right. Now we're going to continue on to the breathing part of our mindful minute. And with that, I'm going to continue to use the elephant breathing method that was taught to us before spring break. And soon I'll be introducing, hopefully later this week, another friend who will teach us a new breathing technique. All right, so get yourself and your body settled. Notice how the seat is holding you up. I happen to be sitting on a wooden deck, and I'm noticing how the wood is holding the entirety of my weight. I can feel my body just pushing down on that wood, and I can feel that wood holding me up. All right, let's go ahead and take that first breath in. Fill your belly full of air, and then slowly let it out. Allow your body to settle. Allow your shoulders to relax. Go ahead and breathe in again. And breathe out. And while you're at it, just really continue to listen, continue to feel with your skin, continue to notice things with your sense of smell. Breathe in. And if your eyes are open, you can even make sure to notice what is going on around you with your sense of sight. Breathe out. I like to close my eyes though. Go ahead and breathe in again. If your mind is off thinking about anything else other than what is right here and right now, just bring your attention back to this moment. And I love it that as I just reminded myself to notice this moment, the wind has picked up and I can feel the coolness of the breeze. With my skin, of course. Breathe in again. But don't just notice what is around you. Breathe out. Also notice within you. Notice your toes, and you can wiggle them if you want. Breathe in. And breathe out. Notice your knees, your lower back, your shoulders, your belly as you breathe in again, filling it with air. Notice your shoulders and your arms and your hands and your neck. And then, furthermore, notice what feelings you've brought to school today. Breathe in. You see, we're coming out of a spring break. You might have different feelings. Breathe out. Notice all those feelings and allow them to be real. Don't pretend they don't exist. Don't push them away. Don't ignore them. Breathe in. In fact, open up your heart and allow yourself to bring those feelings in, sit with them, and allow yourself to listen to what messages those feelings are telling you. Now, in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Just listen. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not is ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You could go ahead and take a seat. I want to really thank you for joining me in the mindful minute. It's just nice to know that I'm not noticing. I'm not the only one in this world noticing the amazing things that are happening right here, right under my nose. And if I don't notice them, if I don't pause and actually pay attention to noticing these things, they'll pass right on by, and I'm going to take it for granted, and I won't notice them. There's so many great things to notice. Now, we have 3 expectations here at the school. You already know them. Number 1, be respectful to yourself and others. You know what? Give your teacher your ears. Give your teacher your eyes. Not literally, but, use your ears to listen. Use your eyes to observe. And yeah, give them your time. Give them your time and listen to them and try to follow those directions. Because when it's your turn to express yourself, to talk, they should give you that same respect. Your teachers and your friends should all do that. And then at the end of the day, when you think about all the great things you've done, hopefully they are great. And hopefully you're proud of the things that you've taken care of, even if no one else saw it. Now, also be responsible with your hands, with your feet, with the words that come out of your mouth. And, really, I've been talking about this, and I hope that you kind of see that I'm telling the truth. With your brain. You see, if your brain thinks about being frustrated and being angry and blaming other people, you're going to act angry and frustrated and blamey, if that's a word. Or you could be encouraging and enthusiastic. You could allow yourself to recognize when you're feeling an unpleasant feeling, but you know what? Allowing yourself to be okay with it, to not judge yourself, and then say, you know what, I'm going to brush myself, I'm going to move forward into the next moment. If your brain and your heart starts thinking like that, you're going to act in that same way. You're going to be encouraging, you're going to be enthusiastic. That's called being responsible, self-control. Now, of course, this also includes making sure you keep your promises, you get your homework done, you take care of the things you bring to school and take home. That's also being responsible too. And then finally, show that you're ready to learn, ready to fail. Failure is just a part of the process, so you can't get too stuck on it. Yeah, I know failure can give you some unpleasant feelings, but you know what? Let them just be simply as they are, and just allow that feeling to sit. Don't push it away. And then dust yourself off, because the next feeling of success could be right around the corner. You just have to keep trying. All right? Now, our character trait is perseverance, so that is all about keep trying. Keep on swimming. Don't give up. And more, many of you guys in the lunch room or in the hallways, you guys are sharing these stories where you were doing something that was really hard and maybe you kept failing, but you know what? The cool part of your stories are you're actually giving me some examples of when you don't give up. And every single one of you boys and girls shares one of those great stories. I'm super proud of you. I hope that you go ahead and you share that message with other people as well. Last but not least, I want you to hear this from me. I love you just the way you are. Mr. Lin loves each one of you boys and girls just the way you are. I know that we have challenges. I know that sometimes we don't have the best days, but I still love you just the way you are, how different you are, how I love to celebrate you guys. And I love that you're growing. I love that you're growing into the next best version of yourself. Don't forget that part. We all have the not so best version and the best version of ourselves. Mr. Lin's always trying to work on showing the best version of himself. I hope you guys are too. And then I want you to go and spread that message to other people and tell them you love them just the way they are as well. And then maybe when you really think about it, tell them thank you. It's always nice to thank them for being a part of your life. All right, I can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing Wednesday.